Hey guys, it's K-dre. I'm out here back with another video. Today, I want to talk about Xbox. It seems Xbox is back in the topic of discussion considering some of its new business practices and what it, I guess, what Xbox is planning to head in the future. I always been an Xbox fan. I grew up with a PS2 as my first actual console, but when I had the choice of picking a console, I went Xbox 360 all the way, and I never looked back since. Ever since then, I always had an Xbox system, and it's always been my main choice of gaming. Now, I had a little period where I was kind of getting into game collecting. So I got various of different consoles, from old and new, and different titles on that. I'm not actively game collecting anymore. I'm more of just getting titles that I like or that I'm interested in. But yeah, so Xbox is, for years I've been, hearing this Xbox versus PlayStation, battle between the fans go on. And it seems like Xbox as a company doesn't really have any intentions of getting involved into that when it comes to taking on their competitors head on with exclusives and their hardware. It seems like Xbox is more interested in trying to take a new, untraveled approach when it comes to Game Pass and their IPs and putting them on different platforms. And you know, getting people able to play their games wherever they want to play it. Which, when you think about the outlast or the backlash that you know Phil Spencer and Microsoft Xbox is getting now for the announcements that people are saying that some of their first party titles like Starfield, like Gears of War, like the new Indiana Jones game, and others might be coming to Nintendo, PlayStation, and maybe PC. Um, it's kind of weird, and I'm along with them. I am kind of confused because I am an Xbox. I am an Xbox fan, and I always kind of was, you know, I'll say entertaining the conversation PlayStation versus Xbox. I never really took it seriously. These companies don't really care about our opinions when it comes to them versus another company. They just want people to play their products, buy the merchandise, and that's it. They don't care about these. I guess there is a competitive aspect when it comes to the companies, but they don't care about us. Really going back and forth either way. So when that all said and done, when they're saying that they want Game Pass to be able to be accessed and wherever gamers can play it, and just their titles and stuff like that, or they're not really focusing on console sales. It's no surprise that maybe they would pull something like this, putting Game Pass on somewhere like Steam, putting Game Pass in their title and their first party IPs on PlayStation and Nintendo. They've been having a real kind of buddy buddy relationship with Nintendo lately, putting some of their games on there like um, Origin Risk and just different Xbox games like that. So it doesn't really come to a surprise for me on the Nintendo front. Now, when it comes to PlayStation, because Nintendo really be doing their own thing sometimes. Like the Nintendo Switch is not up to par when you talk about main hardware driving, pushing gaming to the next level. Platforms like PlayStation, Xbox for the consoles. Nintendo's kind of bowed out of that battle a long time ago. So Xbox putting their games, on Nintendo is not really, I guess, considered a threat to the Xbox brand. They're not really in competition. But people love to, put Xbox and PlayStation against each other. And Xbox fans, I guess kind of seeing Xbox maybe as an underdog, which is crazy. But people love to root for the underdog, and they love to see when they overtake whoever they think is the highest competitor. And in that aspect, in my opinion, that would be PlayStation. PlayStation got the first party IPs that everyone knows and is driving their sales right now. We got Spider-Man, whether you're talking about the first one, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2, The Last of Us, The Last of Us 2. You got God of War, the first and the second new one, and so many other games that are driving people to go the PlayStation route. And I see why people are upset. You invest in Xbox as a platform, and then you find out that you could have maybe bought a PlayStation 5, been able to play Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, The Last of Us, and all those other great games instead of maybe, because not everybody's able to buy both consoles. I don't have both consoles, but that's mostly because I wasn't interested in getting the PlayStation 5. But maybe if I knew that all the, you know, that Xbox was just going to put all their titles on PlayStation anyway, and Game Pass was going to go on the PlayStation maybe anyway, maybe I would have decided to get a PlayStation 5 so I can be able to play the PlayStation exclusives and be able to play any Xbox games or play Game Pass, pay for Game Pass when I want to. It just seems more value for my money. And I believe maybe that's why a lot of people are getting upset or confused at the decision that Xbox is making. Um, I would believe that would be my reason, even though I wouldn't say that I'm mad or anything. It's just, I wouldn't even say I'm confused because Phil Spencer's been saying this for a while that they want to be able to put their games in Game Pass anywhere they can. I believe he'll put it on a TV if he can. Sell a TV with a controller. So I'm not confused by this. I'm not upset. Um, I would just say Xbox is going for a new unpaved road that no one's ever really went for before. Sega was a console developer, then they turned to software developer, but that really wasn't by choice. And it seems like Xbox is, even though they do have a console for now, they're deciding to focus more on the software side and their Game Pass subscription and getting people to pay them and buy their games that way rather than having them drawn to the console and exclusives. And maybe they're on a new frontier. Maybe this will be the new way of gaming. Um, but if this is the new way of gaming and this is more subscription based, you know, Game Pass is on PC. Why would I choose to, play it on a console when I can just play it on a more powerful, more likely more powerful PC? So um, it's kind of crazy. It seems like maybe the console wars might be over, and consoles themselves in a couple of years maybe or so might be over as well. If this, if it's a new route, if PlayStation, Xbox both make, subscription-based gaming subscriptions where you can play it on PC and consoles, and you know Why would someone buy a console necessarily? Why not just buy a PC, a gaming PC, be able to play more games, more titles, and just do different things? I myself am a console person. I like consoles, but I'm also a person that likes to have more value for my buck, you know? And it just seems, I guess we'll have to see where it goes, but it's a very interesting future, and I'm keeping a tight look at it. And this was just a discussion video of me seeing what's going on and reading headlines and videos and seeing. And as an Xbox fan, I'm interested to see what Xbox brand and Phil Spencer have in store. And I heard there's supposed to be a meeting or an announcement or some kind of I don't want to say direct, but some kind of meeting announcement happening in a couple of days or something like that. Not a couple of days, but this month is rumored, or maybe they'll speed it up thanks to the people coming out and claiming this and everything. So I'm interested to see what they have to say, and I'm definitely interested in what's going to happen to the future of Xbox going forward as a company, and to see, is the Xbox Series X and the Series S going to be the last console from Xbox that we're going to get, or who knows? But as always, guys, I'm K-dre. This was just a discussion video, me just kind of going over everything, just off the rip, and just let me know if you guys want a more maybe detailed video on this and maybe more precise. Just me looking into everything and discussing it with you guys. Um, as always, guys, remember that no matter who you are, where you're from, there's mindness in you. And with that, I'm out.